Hi, I'm Russ Falk, Chief Designer and Grill Master for Kalamazoo Outdoor Gourmet. And today, I want to talk to you about care and cleaning of your hybrid fire grill. The Kalamazoo grill is incredibly robust, and with proper care, it should serve you well for decades. The most important tip I want to share for you today, I'm going to start off with right off the bat, and that is after you're done cooking, each time, turn all three of your main burners to high and close your lid. Run the grill that way for at least 10 to 15 minutes. If you've had a particularly messy cooking session, I'd suggest running it even longer. The grill will run 750 degrees air temperature with just those main burners, so you're up in the same temperature range as your self-cleaning oven indoors. That means pyrolytic cleaning. It's going to burn off all the grease and moisture from inside, and that's great for your grill. What pyrolytic cleaning won't do is remove ash or debris. You want to make sure that neither of these are building up on your burners, so you need to clean the burners and the inside of the firebox periodically. How frequently you need to clean your burners depends on your cooking habits. At a minimum, I suggest cleaning them thoroughly twice a year, but if you're frequently using charcoal and wood, you'll need to brush them down more often. To remove the ash, I start with a painter's brush, and I will just sweep the ash and anything else, like so, out of the drawer and down into the hopper. Of course, you want to wait until the grill is completely cool. Once I've got the drawer clean enough that I'm not going to make a mess, I pull it out and set it aside so I can get at the burners. With the drawer out of the way, I do the same thing with the burners, and I want to sweep them off clean. I want to make sure that I'm not allowing ash and other debris to accumulate on top of the burner. Once I've dealt with the burners, I can also go in and encourage any ash that is sticking in the firebox to go down into the ash bin down below. After you've swept all the ash down from the hopper into your ash bin, we're going to take it out and empty it. One tip I'd like to share is I like to empty my ash bin when it gets just half full, so that if I become forgetful and don't do it for a while, the chances of it overflowing and making a mess are minimized. How frequently you need to dust off your burners totally depends on your cooking habits, and in particular, how frequently you cook with charcoal or wood. I very much encourage you to do so, and now is a good time to bring up the benefit of using natural lump charcoal. Not only is it a more pure product, I think, it gets a little bit more intense heat, which I like, and most importantly for today's topic, it produces a lot less ash than conventional charcoal briquettes, and that means less cleanup for you. In addition to brushing off my burners and keeping them clean in that regard, I do recommend at least once a year, if not twice, removing the burners entirely for a thorough brush down with a wire brush and a close inspection for safety. I personally do this about 4 times a year, and if you're cooking with a lot of sauces, marinades, things like that that are going to drip down and burn on the burners, and if you use wood and charcoal a lot, I would encourage you to do this frequently. To remove your burners, you may first have to take out the retaining pins, which you do by reaching underneath the bracket and sliding them to the back. These are actually just used to secure the burner in place during shipping, and can be removed as soon as you receive your grill. Once the retaining pins have been removed, you can simply lift out the burner by sliding it towards the rear, tipping it up and out. Once the burners are removed, you want to take a stiff brass bristle brush and really scrub it clean, getting off all the debris, anything that's caked onto it. You want to get it all over the top, but then even more importantly, we want to get the underside around all these ports really nice and clean, again, all the way around. Then you want to inspect the ports and make sure that none of them are blocked or clogging up and reducing in size. And any that are, you want to use a number 46 drill bit, just with your fingers, not with a power drill, not even with a hand crank drill. And take that number 46 bit and just run it through any ports that need opening. With the burners all cleaned up, we want to take a flashlight and check down the venturi And make sure that we don't have any spider nests or anything else building up in there. We want to make sure that's nice and clean and not clogged up. With all of your burners cleaned and inspected, it's time to reinstall each one. They go in as easily as they came out. You want to slide the end of the venturi through the opening and over the orifice that's mounted on the valve. And then the posts on the bottom of the burner will drop back into those brackets. You know you've got it located correctly when the posts drop in and when you can't lift up on the front of the burner because it's seated over the orifice. As I mentioned before, you do not need to reinstall the retaining pins. I've removed the control panel so you can see how the end of the venturi sits over the orifice mounted to the end of this valve here. You don't need to remove your control panel. This is just so you get a clear look at it. Your infrared rotisserie burner can also get clogged from time to time, especially if, like me, you use your rotisserie frequently without actually using this burner. I like to do it with a wood fire down below. To clean the burner, I'll typically just fire it up and let it run for about 30 minutes. Once it's burning with a nice clean flame, you're done. The one thing to note is if you've particularly clogged it up over here by the igniter, you might have to use a lighter wand to light it manually from this side. It can be hard sometimes to see the flame on your rotisserie burner, especially in direct sunlight. If that's the case, you'll want to close the door to shelter it, shade it, and then you can see if it's burning evenly or not. Once it's burning evenly and clean, you should see the burner has returned to more of a natural ceramic color and you can turn it off. So with a little care and maintenance, your Kalamazoo grill is going to last you a lifetime. Make sure you run those burners for 10 to 15 minutes on high after every cook to burn off the grease and keep things nice and dry inside. Don't let too much ash or other debris build up on top of your burners or inside your hopper. And then make sure you remove your burners for a thorough cleaning and inspection once or twice a year. All of us at Kalamazoo want to make sure you're getting the most enjoyment out of your hybrid fire grill, so please call us or email anytime you have questions.